Good to see you.
Yeah.
Hat. Cart. Brochure. Local farms. Let's talk.
Well, Ambrogi, as you know, is a partnership with the state of New Jersey. We're the only independent produce company out there that buys the most Jersey Fresh product. We're a very large company. And with that in mind, when I first started here about 5 years ago, I had seen the cart out here in front. Plastic vegetables, it was part of a display. So I'd asked Jerry and Larry, I said, hey, what do you guys do the cart for? What do you use it for? They said, well, sometimes we have some farm stands and some of our customers want to use it for a display. I said, can I use it for other things? And they said, sure. What do you have in mind? I said, well, I had this idea that starting an avatar and call him Farmer John, a guy with, a chef background, and understands nutrition value and things like that, and go to some of the schools, talk to some of the little guys who take it back to their parents, talk to them about Jersey Fresh, play games with them like, hey, is a tomato grown in New Jersey? Thumbs up or thumbs down? How about lemons? And you see the thumbs go down. So they're very knowledgeable,
right?
For 5th grade and under.
Right.
So talk to them a lot about nutritional values.
Well, they're our future clients.
Absolutely
so
correct.
If we're not educating them today,
that's right.
We're never going to see them tomorrow.
Absolutely right.
And this helps here.
How better to do it than this, right?
Correct.
I mean, I'll talk to elementary school children about the nutritional value, and I'll say to them, hey, do you guys, does mom and dad always tell you that you have to eat your green vegetables? And they say, yeah. I said, well, I'm here to tell you that it's not as important for you. I said, more of the other colored vegetables that you might already like, tomatoes, blueberries, strawberries, a lot of different things like lycopene and things like that are more for your growth factors and calcium in your bones. The green is a lot more for adults for usage of fiber and things like that, and help to maintain what we already have. And they're like, oh, wow, that's great. We love blueberries. And I'll go over some history, what's the most popular flavored fruit used in the entire world? Do you know?
No, go right ahead. No, I'm with you.
Strawberry. Used to be cherry years ago. Now it's strawberry.
Now strawberries.
Yeah. So the kids get a kick out of that. A lot of them cheer and yell. They like the trivia part of it. They like to yell out and blurt out answers, so I get them in the shouting mode. And I usually do it after they've already had their lunch. So it's part of a program that we use as well called Fresh Fruit and Vegetable Program for the state.
Well, you're part of the Department of Agriculture too, with
that's correct.
Ambrogi's, and you and I worked on a couple projects.
Absolutely.
With
nice
Department of Ags. You know
yes.
what I mean? So it was kind of an interesting piece that we both partnered up on.
Absolutely.
Because it was important. We both had the same vision. You're on a different side of the spectrum. On the food side, I'm on a different side because I'm an active chef here.
Correct.
I'm a public guy. You're a chef / you know what I mean?
Correct.
Farm guy here, which is great. That's why I think we partner really well.
Well, a nice thing about it as well is you're partnered with us as a produce company, and you're busy working with your clients to make sure that you give them the best you can give them. So we take the hassle out of you having to worry about what farm it's coming from, how they're growing their items and things like that. You are in a trust with us that we are purchasing from the best farms out there in New Jersey who use the best practices, the best cooling methods, the best produce coming to market from New Jersey. So you're supporting that farm by buying through us. So it's a nice little symbiotic relationship
Absolutely.
that we have.
Absolutely. What am I looking at here? I see a whole bunch of stuff, which is really great. I'm sure I can make a lunch out of this. This is fantastic. I could just eat things right out of the baskets now. As a kid, we used to have local farms where I lived, and it was always really kind of an interesting piece because I was used to buying out of baskets.
Yes.
I mean, it was great, right? Remember those days?
Absolutely.
You walk right to the farmer. The tomatoes were fantastic. The corn was great, right?
Big
the melons,
baskets,
right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
I mean, I want us to get back to that world again.
Absolutely.
And thank God it's coming back through your help, through Ambrogi and chefs like me to use that. Because I remember those days; they were fun. They were great.
Well, my main theme of this cart is everything you see here can and does grow in New Jersey.
Live in Jersey.
Yeah.
Nice.
No lemons here, obviously. There's no pineapples here.
Yeah, exactly.
The best of what we do. We're very good with hardy greens, kales. We're very good with squash, obviously. We're the kings of squash in New Jersey. From pumpkin, acorn, butternut, all the way down to yellow squash and green zucchini.
Well, it's nice with you guys because when the Jersey stuff starts coming in, or local farms start coming in, I get like a nice bulletin. Hey, Mark, this is available right now. This is coming in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. This is good. Build your menus. It makes a lot of sense. Plus, it's nice to go see the farms with you guys too, because then I know where they're coming from. You know where they're coming from. I can sort of feature that in our restaurants.
We email you the
catering.
farmers list. There's
know.
also a history in here so that you can see farms that we buy from, how many generations they've been in business. Their sons, their daughters, who now run organizations and do the same practices and follow the same strict rules that their parents did and their grandparents did many years ago. And we still buy from them the same way.
That's why they're so successful.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's in their blood. It's in their blood.
Absolutely.
They can't get around it. So this is nice. So this is basically a local produce list.
Correct.
Of everything that you guys are going to carry for the
Correct.
season.
And as you receive produce from us, on that receipt, in case you don't know, and in case you forgot to order squash from us and ask for local, your squash and zucchini, if it comes from us from a Jersey farm, we're going to list the farm. We're going to purchase it automatically. And it's
Right.
going to say it on there. So we take the worry out of it for you.
Yeah, because you know what? You guys do all the homework for me. Because you know the best farms, where to go, how to purchase. I know how to purchase now through you. What quality of flavors we're looking for. This is great. Great little,
That's why we're partners.
great little
Yep.
pamphlet that we got.
Absolutely.
So what's about to happen now? What are you
Well-
looking at now? What's going to be on? What's coming around for me to look at and to buy? What would you recommend shortly? Next 30 days.
Next 30 days, if this weather continues,
Nothing.
not necessarily nothing, but
Are we looking at a tornado right now?
we're hoping to see some sun because we want to start looking into leafy greens.
Okay.
Strawberry season is ended, just ended, probably about 4 or 5 days ago.
Okay.
And with the heavy rain we've had over the past weekend, I would count not many farm stands having any strawberries,
Sure.
picking or otherwise. If we get a good burst of sunshine, we should be looking at more squash starting to come in, some of the lighter vegetables. Blueberries, not for another 30 days, maybe 3-4 weeks.
Sure.
You want nice, good heat coming in. Tomatoes, another 3-4 weeks before you see any of those. Another good heat wave. Strawberries obviously don't like a lot of heat and sun. They like more of the rain, but a little too much that we've had. So the season
Right.
is only about a month long.
It's a
for
short window.
strawberry.
A very short window. Corn's coming back in soon at
Yes.
some point, right?
And Silver Queen seed,
Silver Queen.
which is also used in transplanted in Florida, so you can get it in the grocery store now. You'll get that Jersey flavor, almost there, at 85%.
30
but you can
days
get
or
it coming
better.
out.
About 30
Correct.
days or better.
Correct. And the old saying, knee high by the 4th of July, it doesn't exist anymore. They plant earlier.
Right.
So you and with
Well,
the
our
weather
world's
conditions.
changed a little bit too, and climates have changed, and
Yep.
it's important to. It's important for me to know really when a peak of freshness is, because as you know, you're a chef too,
Yeah.
and you're building menus, and we're using corn from 3 months ago. That it's available in the world,
Correct.
but it's not at its peak.
Absolutely.
Here we're at its peak. I mean, every recipe changes at that point. Things taste better. It's just a.
Oh, the faster it gets from the
Fantastic.
farm to your plate, the better a customer is going to realize that.
Right.
The taste
Well, you're going
buds
to taste it.
pop.
Well, that's what happens. Even we taste stuff, and I'm sure you're tasting your product too. When I taste it, and I go, wow, what a big contrast difference
Oh, absolutely.
from this point in time to this point in time.
Yeah.
People don't realize that anymore because it's been so convenient to go to a supermarket and it's available. Doesn't
Right.
mean it's really good. It's just
Right.
available. See, it's kind of better when we're in the restaurant world or catering world. We need that peakness. We need to
Right.
have that specialty. We have to have it.
Well, a lot of chefs would come to me, and if they're not with us, they would ask, "Well, what do you have to show me, and how do I know what's going to be coming in season, or what's the best, most available vegetable when I come into fall and out of the Jersey fresh season?" And I always say, "Well, your best market is to go to your grocery store. Your grocery store will focus on the largest abundance of items that are available across the United States as their focal point when you
And
walk
that's
in
how
the
they're
door."
going to buy.
And that's a great point for you to use if you're unsure. Jersey Fresh, obviously, we'll have a list for you. We'll have farms, we'll have history, things like that. Outside of that season, a lot of people ask that question. And I say, well, when you and I were younger,
Right.
we went by seasons.
Correct.
Our menus were by seasons.
Yep, they sure were.
We didn't pay for our vegetables to be flown across the United States. The high cost of jet fuel, to the cost of that vegetable, we couldn't incur that in our menu. So it's a little bit different now.
Well, it's kind of nice because as younger chefs come into our industry, they might not know as much as we know because we're a touch
Right.
older maybe, and we've been a
Little.
little bit, and we've experienced things that they haven't even seen yet because
Yes.
they're younger. They don't know the seasonal markets.
Yes.
They think they do, but now it's global markets. And here at Ambrogi, which is why I go with you guys,
Yes.
and being you're the expert in the farm produce world, it sort of opens up that window for us to teach other people how to purchase right, when
Right.
to purchase these products, what's available. Their menu's going to get better. The customers are going to be happier. You guys have a great training program, even for chefs, to make a phone call. All the girls are knowledgeable at nighttime.
Yep.
During the day, you know, you can always get a hold of Larry. You can always get a hold of you guys. Your sales
Absolutely.
reps are so important for us. People don't realize that. They don't realize you're booking a party, you're doing certain things. Most customers have no idea the step by step that we need to take from a security standpoint from Ambrogi, like,
Right.
you know, with HACCP controls and
Correct.
CCPs and how we purchase and how do we get the best prices so we don't have to charge a customer a lot of money because they might want something so far out of season. It's not going to be great quality, but they want it, so it's our job to sort of move them into the right markets and the right place so they can taste it.
And kind of educate them a little bit. Say, that's a great item.
Yep.
But I have to let you know that you're a little bit out of the season. The taste and quality may not quite be there. Your price points may not be there. So I want to give you a heads up on that before we go into it. If it's something that the customer absolutely has to have, and sometimes that is that way. You know that from catering.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter if it's in Timbuktu and they want it now. They
Right.
want it now.
Right.
And if you can get it, you're going to find a way to get it.
Yeah,
That's our
we're
job.
gonna help. Right, exactly. But now that we're into the season, I mean, this whole summer is going to be hopefully a great month for us.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at products now, and if I don't leave soon, I'm probably gonna start diminishing the baskets a little bit.
I was thinking
you have to
grab that
rebuild
strawberry
again.
right there,
yeah,
yeah.
I was looking to grab one too. John, it's always a
Hey,
pleasure, my friend.
pleasure.
Good
Thank you,
talking
Jeff.
with you.
Good talking with you.
And let's tie back up. I'm working on a couple menus now for
Okay.
a very specific client, and we're doing a whole theme about Jersey Fresh.
Oh,
That's
very
all
nice.
they want. They don't want anything from anywhere else. Even some of
nice.
the fish that we're bringing in, not related to you guys, but even other items in produce, we're doing something with them to where it's all featured about this. And
That's a great menu.
And remind me to tip you, we have a potentially a larger client. We're going to feed thousands, and it's going to be for special needs children.
Oh.
And I know that you're big into the
Yes.
whole world, so I'm going to partner up with you on that for a very specific menu. It's going to be a great cause.
I'd be honored.
It's based
I
in
would
New
like that.
Jersey, and I think it just makes sense for us all to partner in that project. I think it's going to work well.
Very good.
John, thanks again, my
Thank you
friend.
very much.